What up, good people? It's your guy, Diddy Onassis. Welcome back to the Game Changers podcast, and I have a special guest in the building, man. Check us out. We have Golden in the building. All right. He's a representative of GG Arena. GG Arena was founded in 2020. It was set up to hold sustainable leagues and different games for the purpose of promoting esports and tech. I like that, especially the tech part. All right. They're already rolling with FIFA tournaments, okay? But Game Changers Podcast, I'm gonna let him tell it because he knows it way better than I do. Give a warm welcome to Golden of GG Arena. What's going on, my boy? How you doing?
Yeah, thank you, Diddy. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for hosting me once again.
Yo, thank you for staying up. To get down with us because you're over in Germany. I just found out you're in Germany. I thought you were more so like in the UK, but you're off in Germany. So it's 1:15 your time. 17 a.m. that is, and it's 7:15 p.m. my time. All right. So, man, salute to you for staying up and rocking out with us, man. Let's jump into it. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about GG Arena.
All right, thank you. So my name is Golden Chukwunyere. So I am a born Nigerian who has been thriving so hard to be a great person in this earth we live in. So,
sure.
The pandemic that struck in 2020 gave me a chance to isolate myself and think about my future and what I really want to do with my life. So I looked into a lot of opportunities. There's football, there's esports, there are other things I could really do. And then esports was really outstanding amongst all these things. So then I said to myself, hey, let's pick this up and make a thing out of it. So I started picking the stones and putting up together to build a castle, and it's been quite a struggle, because where I'm from, no one believes in gaming.
Right.
It wasn't that easy to put that on the table and say, hey, let's make food out of gaming.
Yeah.
Because no one really saw that as a good option. But So
you're fairly young, like from what I'm looking at you, you look a little young. So, like, when did you start gaming, and what was that first game? Because you said you started in Nigeria, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So the inspiration came from my dad getting me a game 300, where I had to play Contra and some other games, and I was so excited because it was my first game, and then I evolved to the PlayStation 1. But it was a fight with my mom because she's always, hey, this is taking so much of your time. She will hide it and I'll just look for wardrobe keys and take it out and keep playing.
Right.
So over the years, I just got better and better. And while I grew, I saw that I could make something out of it because I actually went for tournaments. Brands like LG, Heineken hosting events, and I'm taking first place, taking the PS5, taking the TVs.
Okay.
It was like, it was a thing. I felt like I was on top.
Yeah.
I felt like, so basically right now I'm 22 years old.
Okay.
Young, and I've always had a thing for football, but esports has always been on top of it. So
you was killing it you was killing the tournaments with what game? Was it FIFA?
FIFA precisely,
Okay, the real football.
Exactly. So I play real football and I play FIFA online. So it's a game I've always loved. Anything in regards to football, I'm just in it. And I do Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But it's not as frequent as FIFA. I just called your thing.
Yeah, you just triggered me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Call of Duty is quite difficult, It's not so easy. I actually a big shout out to those playing Call of Duty because that game is a sweat. So that's why I just rage and I go back to FIFA where I know I can beat people and chill out.
I wish I had a plan B. Like after I rage, I just rage more. You know, it's nothing to fall back on.
Oh,
You know, except
damn.
for I'll rage in multiplayer. So I'll switch to Warzone, rage in Warzone, then go back to multiplayer. All right, so it's no escape. It's no escaping it. So I need to try something else, man. So FIFA sounds like the move, man. I'm sorry
Yeah.
I interrupted your story, but how did you carry on and like just you said your mom and your parents didn't understand, or your parents or your family didn't understand that, or thought you were wasting your time with gaming, right? So
Yeah,
like my
exactly.
parents were the same way. They still look at it the same way. You know, they don't. It's like it's almost like, all right, so you're not making as much money with your day
Yeah.
job. It doesn't make any sense. But I look at it as a trade off, right? So they probably watch double the amount of TV that I'll spend playing the game. Uh,
Exactly.
so I just don't. I just don't. I don't see the.
It, it doesn't match.
Yeah. Right.
It's more like when those in your home don't believe in you,
Hmm.
you then set out to go look for those that believe in you, and trying to draw a very good team out of these people and make something work. So back in Nigeria, I met my dad. I'm like, hey, dad, look, esports is a thing. It's going to be it's the next big thing. Let's capitalize on it. Talk to your friends. Let's work on something. I could make a plan, and we work something out. And he's giving me that look like, young boy, get out of here. You're just a kid. You know nothing. And I'm like, okay,
Right.
since you don't want to do this, I'll do it myself.
Hmm.
And I started a tour in Nigeria. A lot of them are aware, Then, but I had to make sure I had my logo and my shirt, everything. Then I didn't even have my social media account all set up. It was just the logo on my shirt because I just wanted to tell people that, hey, this is what I want to do.
Right.
And
Right.
but first, I had to build the community. So I started moving from state to state, not online promotion, just going from state to state in their events and participating and saying, hey, GG Arena is on its way to the top. You guys should watch out. I went to like 7 states in Nigeria, and
Hmm.
I made myself known by winning events there and also being a threat to the top guys. And that was
Okay.
how I knew that esports was going to be a thing. So I was now thinking, okay, I think I've created enough awareness here, but I'm not really getting it. What's missing? So I'm like, okay, I think I need to leave the country and work with bigger brands and be in a very good position to make this a thing.
Hmm.
That's
The
that's
fact.
how I left. Yeah, that's how I started creating the roadmap to leave Nigeria. And
So what did you
this is
coming out of
Mhm.
Nigeria? Like, what did you like? What was your first stop coming out of Nigeria? Like Nigeria, like going.
Okay.
What
All
was?
right.
Just
So
give us the timeline, kind of. You know.
all right. So coming out of Nigeria, I had to be sure I was good at something, so I could be able to capitalize on that. So looking at the fact that I'm a very good footballer, I could play top nine. I could play as a central defensive midfielder because I'm like 6'2", and yeah, I'm
Me too.
skillful, really skillful.
Yeah, yeah. It's 6'2", man. We're
Exactly.
brothers, man. We're brothers, bro. Come on, man.
Exactly. So it's more like, okay, I got something.
Hmm.
I could leave wherever I see myself. Let me just um, capitalize on that. So
Mm.
I went to Ukraine. I got an invitation from the Premier League club, the Metalist Football Club, Ukraine.
Okay.
So that was where I was in the academy. I was trying to train and make things work, but it wasn't really.
What's up, good people? Welcome back to the Game Changers podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Sly. That's right, Sly. Play is an essential part of life. Whether digital or outdoors, exploring your world is fun. Keep the good times rolling and support your play with Sly Boost, Sly Chill, and Sly Dream. Sly drinks are smooth, great tasting, fun inducing beverages designed to help players focus, laugh, relax, and recover. By using natural energizers and relaxers, Sly maximizes life's moments while ensuring you are ready for a feel good day and night of gameplay. Game Changers Podcast. Salute to our partners at Sly. Please use the QR code right here to help support the show and also help support a great organization. Thank you to our partners at Sly, and thank you, Game Changers. Salute to you guys. Go drink on the Sly. Let's go, Game Changers. Yes.
Going as planned. So I started talking to coaches in different clubs like Shaka Dene and other managers, so I could get something out of Ukraine while I'm still planning on my esports brand.
Yeah.
Then the war hits. The war hits Ukraine. Yeah, exactly. Just when you're about to get something, the war hits. But it's part of life, It's more like it's the process. So I moved to Germany.
I gotta ask, man.
Yeah.
Like here in the States, I know it's a lot of like looking at media from other countries. I know it's a lot of propaganda. It's a lot of fake news. But it was reported that like the African people or specifically Nigerians or the African community in Ukraine were treated really bad, like when the war first started. Now I don't want, if you don't feel comfortable talking about it, man.
Yeah,
I just
I can talk about anything, honestly.
Okay. Is that true?
Free.
Is that true?
Well, basically, I actually have things like that, because when the rumors came in, I was still in Ukraine. And to be precise, it was at Poland, the borders of Poland, where they were trying to cross. It's more like the crowd, most of the people from Ukraine went to Poland. When there was Hungary, there was Slovakia border, there was Romania border, but they all chose the Poland border because that's where they got the first information.
Right.
So I think they were trying to make it easy for the citizens first, the Ukrainian citizens, before anyone who is a foreigner. Because we saw it happen there. Even the Moroccans, they were all outside waiting.
Okay.
They gave the Ukrainians like some sort of VIP treatment. Use a bus to take them in. Then those that were foreigners had to go through the security check. But it's what comes with being a foreigner in a country that's not. Right. So I mean, you gotta chill and just flow.
Damn.
So it was a struggle,
Yes.
That's like the adventure of. I mean, it's a book entirely.
A book. There you go. I don't want to spoil the book, but how did you make it out? Like how did you get out of there?
Okay, I'm loving this, story time. So, when I was literally sleeping. Let me just start from the beginning. Honestly, I was literally sleeping when a bomb blast woke me up.
What?
Yeah, man. Like I live close to the airport, so I think the explosions were targeted at the government houses and the airport. So those were the first hits. So waking up to the building shaking and looking at the military men all over the field, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, we have to leave. That's what's going on. So took my time, looked at the map. I mean, your survival instincts will kick in once things like that pop up. It's totally different. Everyone thinks they're all gangster till shit hits the fan.
That's a different type of gangster, though. That's like being gangster is like you walk into the store and someone like calls you a bitch,
exactly.
And then you just handle your business from there. But you're talking about a bomb exploding like 100 feet away from you. Like this is not different. It's survival, not gangster.
Exactly, it was different, because some people, I mean, they didn't have money on them, and they were just thinking of how to still make it out of Ukraine. So I just looked at the map. I knew a lot of people were at Poland. I knew that wasn't a good place because I'm not really good with crowds. So using that wasn't an option. So I was like, okay, which other option is there if not Poland?
What?
Yeah. Then I saw there was Hungary, there was Romania, there was Slovakia. So I was like, okay, guys, let's look for a train going to any of these countries. So is there planning? I mean, it was like 3 days, no shower, nothing, just moving from one place to the other. Less food. We're just moving with things we had in our bag.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was fun in a way because it 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 made me experience something that when you haven't had this kind of experience and you're entitled to it and you survive
Mm-hmm.
through, and then it shapes you into a different person. If you were like a Chihuahua, it turns you into a Rottweiler. It makes you a bigger animal. It
Right.
makes you stronger and better. If
Yeah.
you're chasing something, you're going to chase it differently because you've seen a war, you've seen something
Right.
chaotic.
Right.
So it's more like if you are going to do anything in life, you really have to
You,
go
you
through
re-
that kind of war
yeah.
and be successful.
So
So
it almost like you didn't. It's like a switch, probably. Like, okay,
it flipped a switch,
you don't have time
and
to
I was like,
bullshit. I mean, it's time to handle business at
exactly,
all times. You know.
exactly.
Wow, I respect that, man. And
Thanks.
and at the time you were only like what 19, 18, 19, maybe
Yeah, like 20, yeah,
20.
thereabouts. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Oh yeah, man. GG Arena is on its way. It's like I know it's
I
gonna be
believe
unstoppable, man. Man, I don't.
definitely.
That's a hell of a story, dude. That's a whole other story that we could just chop up for like 3 or 4 hours. I got so many questions, man.
Exactly.
But man, salute to you, salute to that story, man,
Thanks,
for
man.
making it out. So you ended up in Germany, right?
Oh.
Man, I don't even know how to continue on. You just fucking blow my mind, dude. Like, okay. Hmm. 1 second. All right, let me regain.
Okay.
Okay, so you end up in Germany, and
Yeah.
you set up shop in Germany. Do you find like a um or gig or role or a
Oh,
job
oh,
or you just
okay.
like how are you
Okay.
handling business? How does GG Arena continue on in
All right.
Germany?
So here's the thing, okay? So GG Arena is set out to be a sustainable league, right?
Hmm.
A sustainable league that's going to engage the audience and participants in different games over time, non-stop. Okay, now we are not looking at
Okay.
having offline locations because everything is digital, everything is happening online. So we could be able to set up our structure online first. Then if there is any need to expand and have our branches in different countries, then we can have representatives representing GG Arena with us. So
Hmm.
it's more like we have to set up the online structure, and the team was an issue because moving from one country to the other, going from one chaos to the other, it didn't give me the time to focus on a very good team and structure the brand very, very well. So
Right.
moving into Germany, I used the first 8 to 9 months to settle in, know what works here and what doesn't work here. Try to have shelter for myself, and be able to feed. So those were the initial things I had to focus on first before um,
Mhm.
trying to structure GG Arena in a path that is going to be smooth for it, even if it's rough. But
Got
we
it.
could just sail through. Yeah. So moving into Germany, first of all, just moving around, looking for where to get shelter from. I'm trying to remember, those moments because I just moved into Germany. The first train station was the Berlin Hauptbahnhof. Then I hear they're giving free accommodation somewhere. Go. I
Hmm.
just go. We just go there, fill form. Wait
Yeah.
for some hours. Then someone gives free accommodation for like 1 month. Then you have 1 month to know what's happening here,
Right.
the next step to take, all that. So that was the little window I got. I met someone that knows someone, just meeting someone that knows someone that needs someone, and you see yourself doing something. And while you're doing something, you're putting yourself together. So basically, while I'm in the process of putting myself together here in Germany,
Yeah.
I am building GG Arena to be what it is. So it's a struggle, but I mean, I've seen worse. So
Right.
nothing's really going to stop me from heading to the top. Yeah.
So you guys are already in the thick of it with the FIFA tournaments, right? So
Yeah. So in Nigeria, I did a FIFA tournament just to see how the structure is. I got reviews back. I took that to myself, and I knew that a lot has to be done to make it a thing. So I had to wait till I had my structure. When I got my structure, I had a very good team, promotion, everything, and then I set up my first event that happened like 4 months ago, or 4 or 5 months ago. Yes, and it was a success. It was a success, although we are still doing a lot of it needed touches, but over time it just kept getting better. Then I met the Red Eye Nation that's based in the US. They saw the work I was doing when you see a baby that's trying to crawl, that's about to walk. You're like, exactly. So that's what the Red Eye Nation did.
The Red Eye
Nation saw me crawling, trying to walk. So they came in and like, hey, we see you're trying to make baby steps. Let's help you do that. And then I got more motivation. So normally I'm not speaking as someone who is in need of help. I then started speaking like someone who has all the tools needed to make GG and Arena stand. Then when people start seeing my vision, because a sponsor has come in, then the structure started setting up very well. Our tools, they're getting better. Our plans, they're getting bigger. I'm literally hosting an event in a country in Africa called Uganda. There's a gaming group called Arudem Gaming.
Okay.
So they are the biggest in Uganda. So I have partnered with them to be hosting Call of Duty mobile events in their country. So I'm not just going to, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to reach out to more countries that need awareness. While I'm hosting events in these countries, I'm going to be putting out content for them. Then structure leagues for everyone.
Structure leagues for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. But the one ongoing in FIFA right now is quite exciting. I really love it. Everyone loves it because these are pro players from different countries. I have pro players from England. I have players from the US. I have from different parts of Africa, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria. I mean, they're all coming together. And
nice.
This is a league consisting of 20 players. And the top 3 will get a reward prize, and the bottom 5 will be relegated. So, but in between a space of 1 month, they have every weekend to play a cup event. That's for the top 8. So it's a grind. The audience are really excited, because there are different modes of events every week. It's not just regular FUT events. We play like this coming weekend. We are going to be playing the Silver Cup events.
Okay.
Where you have to use silver cards only to play in the FUT, which is quite challenging for some players that are basically used to Messi, Ronaldo, and all these big cards. So it's an exciting event I set up, and they all love it.
So silver cards is that like you have a custom roster with like lower level players? Is that what that is?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Man, so y'all on the move, man. I can't wait to see it unfold. And GG Arena, is that your name? Like GG? Is that
okay? So
gold?
Yeah, people ask me that a lot. So GG Arena stands at good as gold.
Good as gold.
Yeah, the good.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
So it's GG Arena, good as gold arena.
I like that. Good as gold arena. So, is it just you, or do you have a team with you?
Yeah. So I have a team. I have the tech team. I have the media team. So these are the 2 teams I'm literally working with right now. So the tech team are doing the job of putting the website together. The media team are helping put up the structures with me and making sure that the players are together and the events are running. Because it's not really easy bringing these players together from different countries. Because these are players in different countries with different time zones. And they have to play their games and keep playing their game. So it's more like we have to make sure that player A has time, player B has time, and they're all playing their game. So it's a lot of work we're putting in to make sure we have everyone together. So you can imagine this kind of structure, not just in the FIFA, but the Tekken, the Call of Duty Mobile, and other games we're going to structure. So there's a lot of work that we're going to put in to make sure that it's going to be sustainable. We have our structure ready.
Right.
We have everything all set up, and we're just getting ready to show the world the kind of fire we can put out. Yeah.
Okay. And what you're explaining to me is it's a global movement, right? So as a global movement, it's going to be a lot of moving parts. It's going to be a lot of different cultures involved, different eyes on GG Arena. So as a tournament, I guess a tournament host or someone that's in charge of putting on these types of tournaments, how I guess what I want to say, like, do you guys handpick the players and send invites? Are these tournaments invitational or are these sign-up tournaments?
So we have the qualifier section.
Qualifiers, okay.
Exactly. So basically, the first set of players who came in were strictly based on invitation because we weren't able to get complete players to complete it. So we sent out invitations to players. These are all pro players, to be precise. So we sent out invitation to them. Hey, we're setting up an event and we would like you to participate in it so we could be able to promote you and engage the audience.
Right.
So they were like, okay, let's give it a try. So along the line, the tournaments are cool. They enjoy it because of the engagement. And knowing the fact that we are relegating 5 players to bring in 5 new players, there's a qualifiers league. Yes, there's a qualifiers league for the relegating 5 that will bring in new 5.
So
this is.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, so this is how we structure it. So we're trying to use the same structure for other games.
So, like me, like a guy like me, like, do you have a Z League? So I can, like, somebody that's just starting out as a FIFA player, and I was like, man, I'm getting out here, dude. I just got a couple goals like last week. I'm gonna get out of here and see what, shoot my shot. Is it? Yeah. Do you have anything like that for like a player that's just starting out?
Exactly. It's all good. It's all good. So for someone like for someone like you who's just starting up and that just wants to give it a try,
right?
The qualifiers league is open. Even if we have up to 100 candidates
in
the qualifiers league,
wow,
they all have to grind each other. We need to see the level of engagement. It's not just about registering because some players, they might just register and not turn up.
That's right. That's right.
So we need to be sure that the players are active. When we look at the league table and we see that, okay, there are 20 players that we are seriously active, then we can be able to structure a league under the elite league. So it's more like the data we receive, we structure with the data. We don't just set the league and put people in. These are not chickens. These are beans. Yes. So we are working with the data we're receiving and making sure that it's in order. Yeah.
So that's dope.
It's going fine. Yeah.
So that's dope. And I was gonna ask you like what's the vetting process, or like how are you guys tracking the players? Is it a software that you guys are using that's collecting data from match to match to match, and then y'all evaluating the data and moving players across a ranking system? Who's number one in your particular league, or like how does that work?
Yeah, so there are different platforms used to set up bracket systems. So these platforms have been designed for custom events and anything tournaments. So all we do is we create tournaments with these platforms and make sure that we have the data of our players listed out. Then we impute the data into the platforms, and it automatically help us, arrange the data. When let's say, for example, player A wins player B, all we have to do is just record the scores, and then it arranges the data for us. So at the end of the week, we know the top 8 we are going to use for the cup events, and the bottom 5 that will be relegated at the end of the league events.
Man, that's smooth. Salute to that that system, because I've seen that type of system in Call of Duty, like watching Call of Duty tournaments or grassroots Call of Duty tournaments hosted on platforms like Code Red. You know, I've seen that before, so I understand exactly what you're talking about. So like I said, I'm a Z League player. I'm a Z type grade player, and I'm really like coming up to Y, all right, and then I move up to X, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the big leagues now, baby. I want to try it out, you know. And it's so many leagues, so many tournaments going on, right? What would make someone like me approach GG Arena versus moving on or trying it out on another platform or another tournament hosting entity? You know, like what would make me trust GG Arena as an organization?
Okay. All right. Okay. So in GG Arena, we value our participants. Okay, you as a participant, pro or no pro, you know, top artist or no top artist, we value you. So we try to make sure that we're giving you the service required to make sure that you keep engaging with your fellow participants to because we are trying to do a show for the audience. Whatever we're doing, we're putting it out for the audience to enjoy.
Right.
So if you are not really good, the qualifiers league is there for you. Okay, we keep you in the qualifiers league. We don't bring everyone together. It's more like we filter these players. There's a bracket for the elites and there's a bracket for the qualifiers. You're starting up, you do not know how to play, you want to learn. In the qualifiers league, you have to grind your way to the top.
Okay.
When you grind your way to the top, then and you say that, okay, yes, I'm good enough, now I can play in the elite league. You need to be in the top 5 in the qualifiers league. Every month, we are always hosting the qualifiers league for those that want to be in the elite. The elite has a lot of pro players there, but the qualifiers league have a lot of beginners. So those beginners are watching the streams every week that we show out that the elite players are putting out for the audience.
Okay.
While the elite players are streaming their games every Sunday with us, those in the qualifiers league are watching and learning.
Right.
Even not just from our stream. They could literally go to their personal stream channels during the week to see how these pro players in the elite league are staying at the top.
Right.
That way they learn and improve in the qualifiers league to join them there. Yeah, so the engagement is really high because we interview the players all the time. You know, every week we interview the players, ask them how they were able to do certain things so that the qualifiers league players can be able to listen and learn from that.
Ah, man, that's dope. That's dope. Y'all hear that? Structure. The structure is there. They're not playing around. They're vetting all of their players and tracking all their players. The data, baby, the analytics. The analytics don't lie. Have you ever seen a player rise up from a Z level player all the way up to a pro or elite level? Have you ever seen that type of Cinderella story? I don't know if you're familiar with Cinderella, but
yes.
So
yeah, exactly. So basically, if you're following up the GG Arena League, there are certain players we talk about every week. We even try to stream their games every week.
Okay.
Because these are players that they didn't have what it takes to even be in the elite league, but they were there. They are there actually, and they are competing amongst the top players. You know, like for example, there's a player in the elite league. His name is we call him Itaberry. That's his PSN handle, Itaberry.
It's a bird.
So yes, exactly. So he plays Call of Duty as well. He's big on Call of Duty and FIFA. So he's scared of a player named Dex Jr. in the league. And Dex Jr. literally won the France E-League one last month.
Okay.
So, you know, having such a player in the elite league, you know, it's more like you only have to show a higher level of confidence to win the league against such player.
Okay.
When I interviewed Itaberry during one of the live sessions in the last elite league, I asked him, Itaberry, having the likes of Dex Jr. and his brother and Farouk in this league, do you think you have what it takes to, you know, finish at the top? So his comments were like, his words were like, he's not really scared of anyone. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we're here to have fun and challenge each other and learn. So
Right.
if he's going to be in this space, he's going to be very happy, and he's going to put in extra work outside the league to make sure that these guys don't win him. And it happened like magic, just like the Cinderella story you're talking about.
Right.
I mean, someone flipped the magic wand, and
Now
he
you're a
was at
star.
the
Yeah.
exactly. He
Right.
was at the first position, and he maintained that till the end of the league last season. So we are
Okay.
really going to put out a lot of content for him in regards to his performance last league session, so we can promote him, and the audience and those that will be able to be willing to sponsor his movement to do that, because our goal here is to promote the players,
Right.
not just ourselves. We are promoting the players. We set out interviews. We make sure that we're putting out content of these players on our social media handles every week for everyone to know who they are and what they're doing in the GG Arena Elite League.
Yo, that's exactly what I was looking for when I asked that question. That's dope, man. That's salute to It's a Bird, you know.
Thanks, man.
What else? What else we have? Man, like shout outs. Shout outs. How like do you want to shout out anybody on your team? And can you shout out your website, your social medias, your website? Where can people sign up or find any of the GG Arena content? You know.
So if you are interested in what GG Arena is up and about, and you just want to see and also participate in the league, you know, if you find us interesting, you have to go check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch. It's GG Arena. Instagram and YouTube. Instagram is GG Arena _.
Yep.
YouTube is GG Arena 3. Twitch is GG Arena _ as well. And yeah, but basically, if you go to Instagram, you see all the links there.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
So yeah. So GG Arena _ on Instagram, GG Arena _ on Twitch. You get all the links to other platforms there.
Yeah. So basically, what he's saying is, you type in GG Arena in the search, they're going to show up.
Yeah.
Their logo is unmistakable. Okay. Now I did see a GG Arena L on Twitch, I think, but I don't know who that is. Anyway, man. So just a couple more questions. You know.
Yeah, sure. I'm open.
So, how many languages do you speak? And I want to give this a shot, man. What is Salamat Detangdi?
Salamat Detangdi.
Yeah, Salamat Detangdi. You never heard of that?
Never heard of that. No.
Yeah.
Which country is that?
I don't know. It's on your YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not mine. That's not mine. My YouTube is GG Arena 3. It's more like a gold.
Oh,
it's a gold and black.
hold on a second. I gotta show you this, man.
All right.
I gotta show you this now. I'm gonna share my screen.
All right. That should be Lithuania, because I see some people copying the GG Arena name.
Can you see it?
Okay.
GG.
No, that's not. These are people trying to copy the name, and it's not the GG Arena. So if you type the GG Arena Elite League, it's gonna pop up.
Do you see this? This is it. This is what happens.
Oh my goodness. Just type the GG Arena Elite League and
Elite League. Oh shit.
yeah, the first one. Yeah, the first one.
This one?
Exactly. Yeah. The first one. Exactly.
Yeah, so that person was stealing y'all's content, man. They were streaming. I mean, they got they got hundreds of views and whatnot, man. But
we'll work on that in due time. Exactly.
Oh, that's all good. Let me get back to the thing. Okay, so let's talk about some top fives. Who Who are the top 5 FIFA players that you know? Your top 5 FIFA players in the world.
Okay, that's a good one. So I have seen there's this kid called Anders. He's really good, but if he takes his uh, childish behavior out of the way, he's really going to hit top potential, top notch. But
Okay.
he has a lot of childish behavior in himself.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got what it takes to be a very good player. Then there's Muts. Then there's Dex Junior in the Elite League in my league
Mm-hmm.
that's ongoing. I mean, this guy. I really need to talk about Dex Junior a little bit because
Okay. Let's do it.
maybe people don't understand that he's going. People are going to hear more about him in the near future, actually, because he literally went to France while playing the Elite League, and beats everyone in the France Elite One. And when we watched the finals, it didn't really look like a final. It was like a test room, because he beat the guy 7-1, and he didn't really stop. I mean, and I've seen him play a lot. He's so fast. Like, I don't think Anders can really survive Dex Jr. when it comes to 1v1. The only difference is that these guys in Europe, they get the chance to play bigger events that have more awareness. But the likes of Dex Jr. and other guys I know, they don't have the opportunity to be able to participate in big events. I mean, he literally this is his first big event, the France E-League One.
Okay.
And he beat them. He won them all. So imagine him going for bigger events, more events.
Right.
He's going to put his name on the stage. So I'm really looking out for Dex Jr. I have Anders on the list. There's Umut here in Germany. And I mean, these guys are really good. I really also have to give credit to myself because I'm really good in FIFA. But
okay, so you put yourself
exactly.
at number 3.
Number 4.
Number 4. You put yourself at number 4.
Exactly.
Good. I don't blame you, dude. I was like,
no, I'm really good. But I haven't really gotten the chance to keep grinding. I got other things to work on.
right.
So then number 5. It's a friend of mine from Nigeria. He really taught me a lot when it comes to gaming. So, these are really good guys, but they don't just get the opportunity for people to know who they are. And his name is Sadiq. He's in Egypt right now. Sadiq Manzo.
Okay.
So yeah. So
these
guys are the guys I look up to when it comes to FIFA gaming. I mean, they're really good. They're the top 5. I believe if they fix 1 or 2 things, no one's going to recognize them anymore. So I'm literally looking at their values and not what's stopping them from being who they're supposed to be. Yeah.
So you hear that, people? Get with GG Arena. Sky's the limit, man. You could become a household name, man. They put you where you need to be. Just got to grind it out. Man.
Exactly.
This is I got 2 more questions.
No, you can ask like 10. Honestly, I'm all out.
How many languages do you speak? Because I know you're talking to me like you grew up down the street, and so how many languages are you up to?
So it's just currently it's just English and my native language, Igbo, because I'm Igbo. In Nigeria, there are 3 leading ethnic groups. There's the Igbo, there's the Hausa, there's the Yoruba. So I'm from the Igbo region. That's the eastern region of Nigeria, the Igbo.
Okay.
So yes, I speak Igbo. I speak English. I hear a little bit of Ruski, and then my German skills are really hitting the roof right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's 6 languages. Okay, man. Salute to that, man. bet.
That's like 2.5.
Yo. So this is like one. I'm at a question on. You said I can ask you 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you familiar with the show Insecure on HBO?
Insecure? No. I'm not really big on
Man,
shows. Brief
listen,
me. What's
yo,
there? What's
yo,
there?
Yvonne Orji. She's from Nigeria. She's an actress, man. She's on that show. Look it up. Look it up. She's phenomenal. Phenomenal, man. All right. Anyway,
Okay.
last question. This is the most serious question of the night. How big is that TV behind you, dude? Like that shit. Like really, like
Oh,
that is the most
oh, God.
unnecessarily big TV. God, bro, why? Who's watching TV on
So,
that? The neighbors? Like, yo,
no,
yo.
so basically, yeah, I'm streaming from the kitchen, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the TV in the kitchen. There's dining here.
In the kitchen.
Exa- exactly. Yes, this. Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
it's another story. Exactly.
I gotta
So,
get that GG money, man. Y'all gotta put me. Yo, call me after this, man. Like y'all hiring? I gotta get some GG money, dog. This is crazy. God,
all right.
yeah, that's like
Well, how come you're just noticing the TV? Was it? I don't know. Was
I,
it too big
I wanted
to
to,
notice it?
I just wanted to keep it professional until the end of the interview, man. You know, I just wanted to get you, go ahead and get all the important stuff out of the way, so I can ask my important questions. You know, this is
Really?
yeah. These are top notch questions right here. That TV dude, like, okay,
It's just doing his work. Just
uh,
watching TV while we eat or something. It's okay.
okay, I understand. Like like ain't nothing but 500 inches. That's all. You know, 700
Oh my
centimeters.
goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'd like to ask, what's it like in the US when it comes to esports? Because I'm still trying to explore the industry, and I'm using the Tekken events on Saturday to see what it's like
Mm-hmm.
to what it's like for gamers in the US. I haven't really explored the community, so I would like
Right.
to know: do you have an insight of the
Well,
community?
esports as a whole, it's a lot of moving parts. As like far as like here, like the country, it's a lot of different organizations. It's pretty much
Wow.
like anywhere. You know, it's going to be several different organizations. Then you're going to have the pro level. You're going to have the semi-pro, the amateur level. They even have college here, college leagues here, which is dope. And I'm speaking from a Call of Duty standpoint because that's mostly what I watch. You know what I mean? So like it's a lot of esports here. It's a lot. I try to go to a couple events for Call of Duty a year. You know, like the CDL, the pro leagues. I try to hit that up a lot. Far as FIFA, I was excited about this interview because I don't know a whole lot about the FIFA community or Tekken, because I've had my head in a box, you know what I mean, for the last forever, for the last 7 years with Call of Duty, you know.
So that's really cool, because looking at these games, when I look at Call of Duty, I look at it like it's like a reflex game. You need to be fast with the reflex thing,
Yeah.
and that's where you stand out in Call of Duty, which makes it interesting. Then when it comes to FIFA, you need to. It's more like a game of chess. All right, that's the way I see FIFA. So some people try to mess the game up with skill moves, uh, um, just to like bypass. In games there are cheat codes. So the skill moves in FIFA are like the cheat codes when things are not as easy as they're supposed to be. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting seeing two pro players, try to look for loopholes, while battling against each other. That's the
Yeah.
fun of it, because you know that this
Yeah.
player is good at player A is good at defending, player B is good at defending. Now one person has to make a little mistake, for mind games to come in. I mean, there's a lot that comes in play when it comes to FIFA, because when you're one goal down, you have to put up more pressure to try and score. And then when your opponent knows that you're trying to put up more pressure to score, then they try to switch the tactics to counter attack. So if you make a mistake while putting out the pressure and they counter attack and become successful, that's 2-0. But if you put the pressure and you equalize, you kind of weaken your opponents and they get scared, and then you have to put out more pressure because they've lost control of the game. So
Right, right.
it's really tactical. It's crazy when you see pro players grinding in
Yeah. So it's like
FIFA.
so what you're telling me, Call of Duty is like Connect Four, and 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 FIFA is like chess. You know,
That's
like
the way I see it.
yeah, like algebra or statistics or
Exactly.
versus versus counting your toes. You know, it's like Call of Duty, you counting your toes. FIFA's like
No,
fuck, it's like statistics, man. Okay, I feel you. Like, I
Call
mean,
of Duty is way too. I don't know how to put it, but it's just you gotta be fast, and you have to be thinking because
yeah, you do have to think. Yeah, you.
exactly, because there are two doors. You could just throw the bomb here, follow the other door, and
Yeah, and
it's
some of it's just
really,
dumb luck. You know, or dumb luck is a big part of it too. You know, perfect timing is another thing, man. But is there anything else that you want to leave the people with? Do you want to have? Do you have any people where you want to shout out? Say, hey, man, you're a part of my team. Thank you.
yeah,
You know, this is
yeah.
it because this is people gonna see this all over the world, baby. I know you global, but everybody gonna see this all over the world, man. So
Sure. So first things first, I'm more of a spiritual person. So the creator of the universe has really done a very good job in creating me, into becoming who I am. I've always believed in myself, and some people see my confidence as arrogance, and which is okay, which is okay
no,
by me, because not giving a fuck is really a very good thing to have
yo,
as
I
a
read
tribe.
somewhere that
Mhm.
confidence, supreme confidence, is it's like more so like an affirmation. You know what I mean? That is
Exactly, exactly.
it's not arrogance. It's an affirmation that you good.
Self belief.
Yeah, you
There's
believe in you.
self belief. Yeah, exactly. So
Hmm.
I put in a lot of that during the pandemic season, and it has shaped me into who I am today. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be existing in this realm. So I really want to I want to give a very big shout out to my team, Michael, Case, Demboffa. These guys, they are literally not working with me because of the money. They are working with me because they've seen the idea behind my project, and they actually volunteered. Actually, I didn't really put out much work or effort or adverts to get people. Although
Yeah.
I tried in the beginning, but it
Hmm.
was difficult because people just want money. They don't understand what it means to have passion for something.
Right.
So these guys, they reached out to me in my DM. Hey, I see what you're doing. I understand where you're coming from, and I would like to work with you. This is what I can do for you. And I'm like, good, come. I need you guys. You came at the right time. So these
Hmm.
guys have been with me, and I'm really grateful to have this kind of people around me. I mean, this is the energy I need, not a draining energy, just energy
One
that
hundred percent.
is positive and is just scaling for growth. So I'm really grateful for these guys,
Right.
and my parents and everyone who believes in what I'm doing. I'm really grateful for you all. Thank you all.
Man, salute to that team, man. And you're right. You don't want any type of negative Nancy's, people that are complaining and just just bad vibes around you. It'll kill your spirit, especially when you're on the move and you're trying to do stuff, you're trying to get stuff done. Like, fam, like
Exactly.
please, man, like
Yeah, yeah. Because
you
this
know,
is not a one day project, I mean,
it's
the
ongoing, man. It's
patience and consistency. I mean, as
mhm.
much as we have to be patient, we really have to get shit done, and
Yep.
that's what we do. Every day we have to tick those boxes and make sure that we're a step ahead. I mean, there are brands doing a lot of great job. I mean, I could really applaud a lot of brands out there promoting the esports industry, but we have our own way, and we believe it's going to be. a great thing for everyone who indulges in activities, because we're coming regardless. We are really going to set the mark. So
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. Well, there you have it, man. Golden, GG Arena.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
exactly.
Listen, and you can find the Game Changers podcast on MVP's TV. This is where we're going to be located. You can find all the updates about everything that MVP's TV and the AEU have going on. Man, just go and you can find me, Didio Nassus, everywhere on socials. Just search Didio Nassus or search Card Show Podcast. Your boy with the big muscles is gonna pop up. All right. This is the Game Changers Podcast with Golden. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. As always, live life, show love, be great, and always keep the kill feed lit. It's been your guy Didio Nassus with Golden, man. Up GG Arena, man. We global now, man. We global,
Yeah,
baby. We
global.
good. We global. Let's go, man.
That's
I appreciate it,
dope.
Golden. Oh
Thank
boy.
you.
Now let's go change the game.